This is News Channel 13 with Eric Singer, Heather Skold, Chief Meteorologist Matt Meister, and Rob Namnoon with sports. News Channel 13, where the news comes first.
Some hold your breath tension in council chambers today.
City Council listened to Occupy protesters angry about the possibility of free speech zones in Colorado Springs.
KRDO News Channel 13's Maria Garcia was at that meeting. She's now live with what exactly happened there, Maria.
That's right. Today, an appeals hearing was set to see if Occupy Colorado Springs protesters would get their permit to protest for 24 hours at Acacia Park. They withdrew that request, but that did not stop the sparks from flying.
If any speaker comes up in front of this body and starts off by insulting us, I will walk out every time. And I will not apologize for that. It's a two-way street. Everyone deserves respect.
These comments from Councilwoman Sidlako after some heated exchanges from Occupy protests regarding free speech zones in Colorado Springs. After these protests that happened late last year, council members briefly discussed predetermining areas where people would be allowed to protest or free speech zones. The idea didn't sit well with protesters.
It actually stretches from California to the New York Islands, from Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. You might have heard of it. It's called the United States of America.
Free speech zones were only briefly discussed by council, and most of the members were against the idea.
And this is me personally speaking. I did not spend 21 years in the military to include time in combat, defending your rights only to get elected office to help take them away.
Tuesday, Occupy Colorado Springs was set to appeal the repeal of their permit, but just before the meeting withdrew that request to fight different battles.
They didn't want the permit because they've been able to do so much more without it. They have protested in front of about every Walmart in town. They've showed up in city council.
And to Occupy Colorado Springs protesters that they are not slowing down. Their movement is simply evolving. Reporting live in the Newsplex, Maria Garcia, KRDO News Channel 13.
All right, thank you, Maria.